Do you know that in 2004 in Saudi Arabia, such large human bones were found that the Saudi government completely sealed the entire area? And did you know that in the mountains of Afghanistan, a 13 feet tall human was found alive? And what if a person's head is even larger than that of a normal human? In this video, I am going to tell you about the biggest humans found in the world. So let's start this journey. The mysterious 19-foot skeleton. In November 2017, a team of archaeologists in Thailand was searching for fossils of extinct species. While digging in a house, they saw some human bones. When they completely excavated the site, they found a very large human skeleton. You will not believe that the length of this skeleton was more than 19 feet 8 inches. Not only that, but along with the skeleton, the remains of a snake were also found there. This snake had horns on its head and looked very dangerous. According to researchers, the giant human may have died from the snake bite, or the snake may have come to eat its corpse and died itself. This discovery was so shocking that pictures of the 19-foot skeleton went viral on social media. However, immediately after this incident, the Thailand government rescued the skeleton and tried to keep the research hidden. But many people had already taken pictures and videos of it, which are still available on the internet today. Who was this huge person and why was the snake wrapped around it? This remains a mystery. Some researchers suggest that this giant could be a descendant of the ancient Nephilim, a race of giant beings mentioned in religious texts. Others speculate that the bones may belong to a lost species of human evolution that coexisted with modern humans. There are also myths in Southeast Asian culture about ancient giants who fought enormous serpents, often regarded as nagas in local folklore. These serpent-like beings were believed to be guardians of the underworld, and some legends suggest that they engaged in battles with humans of extraordinary size. Could this skeleton and snake remains be linked to such stories? Or is there an undiscovered chapter of history we are missing? The forbidden discovery in Saudi Arabia. In 2004, in the area of Rub al-Khali in Saudi Arabia, excavation was being carried out for oil exploration. This place is part of the Sahara Desert and is also known as the Empty Quarter. While the excavation was ongoing, some workers present there saw something underground. It was so large that the workers looked like insects in front of it. Seeing such a massive skeleton, they panicked and called the police. But as soon as the Saudi government found out about this, they immediately sealed the area. Not only that, but they also banned any kind of research and photography at the site. It is believed that this skeleton belonged to a person from the ancient people of Ad, which is mentioned in Islamic history. According to the Quran, Ad was a race of people with gigantic stature who lived in the Arabian Peninsula thousands of years ago. These people were many times taller than modern humans, and Allah gave them immense strength. They could uproot even the biggest trees with one hand. But instead of being grateful to Allah, they became arrogant and even started worshiping idols. Allah sent a prophet to guide them, but they did not listen to him. As a result, Allah's wrath befell them and they were destroyed. Since this location in Rub al-Khali was related to Islamic history, the area was immediately sealed off and no further research was allowed. However, some pictures of the skeleton were taken before the area was sealed, and these images can still be found on the internet today. Some believe that hidden tombs of giants exist in the Middle East, and that these findings connect to lost civilizations mentioned in Quran. Could this be evidence that giant humans once roamed the earth? The enormous skeletons in Russia. In 2014, in the Russian region of Krasnodar, construction workers were installing underground electric lines. While digging, they saw a large bone underground. At first, it looked like a human bone, but its size was so enormous that the workers were stunned. When an excavation team was called, they found multiple human skeletons, both male and female. The most surprising thing was that all these skeletons were much larger than normal humans. When their height was measured, one of them was found to be over 13 feet 9 inches tall. Not only that, but the skulls were also much larger than those of normal humans. Research revealed that these skeletons belonged to the Bronze Age and were around 4,000 years old. According to findings, people at that time had significantly taller bodies and larger skulls compared to modern humans. This discovery sparked theories that a lost civilization of giants may have once lived in Russia, possibly an ancient warrior tribe that was wiped out. Some historians believe that the giants mentioned in Russian folklore, such as Alyosha Popovich's legendary enemies, could have been real beings rather than myths. The giant skull in Australia. In 2014, in Australia, archaeologists from the University of Adelaide were searching for termite fossils at a site called Uluru. Just as they started their research, one of the searchers noticed a human skull underground. The skull was not entirely exposed, so they began further excavation, but when the full skull was uncovered, all the archaeologists were shocked. The size of the skull was so massive that even a full-grown human appeared small next to it. It looked like it belonged to a different species rather than a human. The existence of such giant humans was almost impossible to believe. However, after further excavation, the entire skeleton of this giant was found. You will not believe that when its height was measured, it was found to be 17 feet 4 inches tall. According to researchers, this skeleton belonged to the Stone Age and was approximately 20,500 years old. Some scientists speculate that this might be a species of prehistoric humans that existed before Homo sapiens. Many Aboriginal legends speak of giant ancestors who walked the land before modern humans. Some refer to them as the Yowie, a large hairy hominid that resembles the legendary Bigfoot. Could these stories be based on real encounters with giant humans from the past? Furthermore, some researchers theorize that ancient giants may have been genetic anomalies, or even a separate branch of human evolution that became extinct due to climate changes, diseases, or conflicts with early Homo sapiens. If so, what does this mean for our understanding of human origins? Could there be more such skeletons buried deep beneath the earth? The mysterious giant of Kandahar. In 2002, American Army soldiers were searching for terrorists in the mountains of Kandahar in Afghanistan. While conducting their search, they suddenly encountered an enormous man. Seeing this giant, all the soldiers panicked. This person's height was so massive that the soldiers could barely reach his legs. He carried a spear and a large iron rod. When the soldiers saw him, they opened fire on him together, but this giant was so strong that even bullets had little effect on him. He was so powerful that he killed one soldier with just a single blow. However, the soldiers kept shooting at him continuously, and after much effort, they finally managed to wound him. You will not believe that when his height was measured, he was found to be 13 feet tall. Not only that, but he had 6 fingers on each hand, and inside his mouth, he had 2 layers of teeth. The American Army killed him, and to cover up the incident, they immediately took his body away by helicopter to an unknown location. Since many soldiers had seen it, the story leaked. Was this giant a descendant of an ancient race, or was he something more mysterious? These discoveries challenge everything we know about history, evolution, and ancient civilizations. Could giants have really existed on Earth? Or is there a hidden truth we are yet to uncover? Many of these discoveries have been covered up or dismissed as hoaxes, but the question remains, what if they are real? If you enjoyed this, there's a lot more where that came from. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out. And if this video added value, show some love by hitting like. It really helps. See you in the next one.